Hi, I'm Debbie Georgatos, and I really want to talk to you today about socialism. I think it's amazing that in America, I'm recording this in July of 2015, we actually have a serious candidate in America running for president who's an avowed socialist, Bernie Sanders. Now, he might be a great guy. I don't know that much about him, but I want to talk to you about socialism. I saw a study that talked about that the younger you are in America, the more likely you are to have a friendly thought about socialism. And the older you are, especially in the generations in the 60 plus, have very negative views of socialism. And the reason is the older Americans have a negative view of socialism is because they lived through the time in America when many Americans were tuned into and more aware of the difference between what we used to always call America and the West, which was the free world, and the leftist nations, the socialist / communist nations that were not free. But I want to bring you to a very modern example, and that is the country of Venezuela. Venezuela has the second largest supply of oil, natural oil reserves in the world, second only to Saudi Arabia. They should be one of the richest nations on earth. But in Venezuela, things are so bad that the government makes you, when you go to the grocery store, you have to give a thumbprint before you can buy many basic food supplies, even things like toilet paper. The government is rationing toilet paper, food, cooking oil, all sorts of natural produce. And in fact, just this week, the government ordered farmers, producers, and ranchers were forced to give to the government somewhere between 30 to 100% of their products, give it to the government to be sold in the government stores. Venezuela has had in the last few years a shortage of literally caskets. They didn't have enough satin and varnish to produce caskets. They have a horrible toilet paper shortage. I just want you to think about that for a second in America. If a major city announced, we've run out of toilet paper, there would have to be 25 companies who would jump in the next day, run to the city and say, hey, we can do it, we'll produce it, we'll sell it, because the free market works here. The reason Venezuela and Venezuelan citizens are suffering is because of socialism. Socialism creates poverty, it creates lack, it creates misery, especially for the poorest of people. Because just like other countries where socialism was tried, in Venezuela, the very wealthy are doing just fine. I think a lot of young people in America think socialism is a way to lift up the poorer Americans, but it's exactly the opposite that's true. Socialism makes the poorest worse off. It causes misery and poverty. And the reason I think, sadly, young people don't know this, because they weren't taught about this in school, and they didn't live through watching socialism spread around the world. So on Ladies Can We talk about America and the building blocks of America. And one of the fundamental building blocks of America are free markets. The idea that people work to produce things, they produce a good or a service that someone else needs, that someone else values enough to pay for, and all of the free market system functions because of the basic laws of economics. The basic laws that say of supply and demand, and the other basic things. These are not laws people wrote one day, like a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. They're just the natural outcome of human nature. So free markets inspire people to work and produce things that other people need. Socialism is the government-controlled economy trying to control prices, control wages, control what people do, who works where, and it's the false promise that government can somehow make life fairer for everyone. And the answer is, the fact is, just study Venezuela and look at America. Every time you hear a government official or a candidate say, we're going to make life fairer through economic policy, remember Venezuela. What's happening in Venezuela is completely unavoidable. And the way to avoid it is to embrace free markets. This is Debbie Georgatos, and Ladies Can We Talk? Come on back to my website. I'd love to have you back every day. Email me at ladiescanwetalk@gmail.com. I love speaking up for America, and I hope you will too.